Hello, I am Katie Sweet. I am the owner of Bad Cad. I am here today to let you guys know what energy is, what your chakras are, and just a very simple grounding meditation. And when I first started my journey, I did this meditation every morning when I woke up. Energy, obviously, we have lights. We have now cars ran on energy. Our bodies are also made up of energies now. We have amazing scientists out there proving that. Feelings are just energy waves and frequencies running around through our body. So in my teachings, we have energy channels, and then we have energy centers, which are your chakras. So our chakras are just awareness energy centers along our body. We have 114 major chakras, or chakras in general. We have 7 major that we focus on. They start at your tailbone and go all the way up to the crown of your head. So the energy channels that we have chakras on the bottom of our feet, and you can bring energy up through your feet, and they run up your legs, up your body, then they spill out into your arms, which you have creative channels in your hands. So you have 2 chakras in the palms of your hands. Those are called your creative channels, and they split from your throat chakra here, and they run down. Then your energy goes up, and then it also comes in through your crown chakra, goes down your neck in 2 channels, and then splits into 4 channels all along your back, and then splits back in and goes straight down your grounding cord, your root chakra, and then your legs, it comes up. So your energy only comes in your body from your head and down your back. So that's kind of how our energy is ran. So we bring it up through our feet, through the front of our body, and then just down to the base of your spine. So we can start talking about, if you guys need a diaphragm, I don't think it's backwards, but there you go. And the book that I read from and do my teachings from is called You Are the Answer. It's also part of my book club right now. I do it about once a year. I do a book club on this book. So if you have a chance and you're open to these sort of things, I think this is an amazing book and guide for you. And I just love the fact that you are the answer. It just instills confidence in us, as I am a self-love enthusiast and teacher. So I always recommend this book to anyone and everyone who is curious about spirituality or energy, your soul's purpose, anything that you think there's something higher out there, knowing that it's within you. So I love this book. So that is little bit on what kind of energy is. Energy can be when we close our eyes and we take some deep breaths and we go into a meditation, or you're sitting in a mindful place. Sometimes, if you're exhausted and a little stressed out and you just take a minute and you close your eyes, sometimes there's so much happening inside your head because we as Americans today and as humans today, we don't take time for ourselves. That isn't something that employers look at. That isn't something that we look at as parents. We don't tell our kids, sit down and just let your mind relax. Or, let's all just sit and take 3 deep breaths and close our eyes. Like, we don't do that practice at all here. Everything is quick, we're fast paced, we're feeling our schedule's full, and we're rushing around everywhere, focusing on things external instead of internal, so we really aren't noticing anything that's happening inside our body. So when we first start to meditate, or taking the time to be in our mind's eye and our third eye, and using our pineal gland, which have shrunk over the last 100 years in humans, which is where your mind space is. It's right back here in like the center of your head. And excuse me, I have a tad bit of a cold here. I live in Reno, Nevada, and it's just a snowstorm, and I just, hang out with kids and get a little sick. But so when we first go into that space, it can kind of be a little bit difficult. So doing this quick, easy 7-minute meditation can really help you go through your day easier. You can do it multiple times throughout your day. I just always liked to wake up. Before I drank my coffee, I would have a cup of water, and I would just sit down and put my, sometimes I would put headphones in. I like to listen to binaural beats. on YouTube when I meditate. But today obviously won't have any music, you'll just have me. But this can just help walk you through how to do it the first couple times, and then once you know, you can put on binaural beats and you can do your own cleansing meditation whenever you need to, any time of the day. So next, let me just jump to my handy dandy notebook here. Oh, poop. I never can find this page. Found it. Poop. Okay, so chakras are translates into wheel. They regulate your physical and emotional body. There's 114 chakras all over our body, 7 major, which we'll go over in just a minute. There's 21 minor and 86 micro. The minors are located in our hands, legs, tongue, knees, elbows, clavicles, shoulders, eye, ear, nose, and feet. To me, I think of chakras as kind of like spinning diamonds, and they just all spin around and sort of like this. Like, you know, a diamond, when you look at a diamond and it spins, there's so many different facets of it. There's so many different angles and views and lights, and it's kind of like a prism going through, and it kind of sparkles the rainbow too, but at the same time, a diamond is also clear. So that's how I think of it. Each chakra is associated with a gland or part of the human body. So your chakras, you know, they're, what we just said is your awareness energy centers, and so as you have them, they spill energy out into let's see if I can draw for you guys really quick. Don't mind my drawing, but I normally have worksheets, but I'm not at my work right now, so we're just gonna have to do it this way. So like I said, please don't mind my lovely drawing that I'm gonna do here for you guys. So your chakras, we start with your root chakra in the base of your spine. And each chakra, like I was going to say, holds energy. And if they're blocked or clogged or just not turning properly, it can really affect the whole rest of your body. So if you have one chakra, maybe your second chakra is out of alignment, then your first and third aren't able to talk. So we need all of them to be able to talk in order for it to work. It would be like having 7 workers in a line and the 4th worker wasn't there. So only 1, 2, and 3 job was getting done, and then, you know, 5, 6, 7 and onward wasn't getting done. So there was a block in it, and then it wasn't flowing properly through. So when our chakras are blocked, it actually causes lots of disruption in our body. It can even, I believe, cause medical conditions. I believe that is one of the main reasons to medical conditions these days, is blocks in our energy and emotional body, and that I have lots of medical conditions. So that is one of the main reasons when I started my journey, was when I was cooped up for 3 months. So I'm a firm believer in that. So here we have, you know, the I drew this amazing little body for you guys. So here is your tailbone, and your root chakra goes down, and this is where your earth energy is. So we bring up earth energy through our little feet chakras. So earth energy goes up there, and then we have this awesome this awesome exchange with Mother Earth where we get to make a grounding cord that connects to our root chakra. So your root chakra comes down and it's spinning, and we connect a grounding cord onto it as if you're plugging in, like, glow stick necklaces or something. And you have a little connector piece and it connects in, and then we have a grounding cord that we're going to drop all the way down to the center of the earth. And Mother Earth, or Mama Gaia, however you would like to pronounce it for yourself, we have an amazing energetic exchange with her, where all of the energy that we have in our body that is not ours, anytime you see someone who is upset or frustrated or sad, or you see someone on the streets and you're so devastated for their life, or you're sad for them and you hurt, and you go, oh, I wish they didn't do that, and you give your energy to them, or you try and take some of their pain, that is black energy in your body. So your body only functions properly with your energy in it, kind of like a blood type. We need our own blood type in order to function properly. So energy, we need our own energy, or energy from a higher being. We can't take other human energies into ourselves, and when we do, you can become sick. That's why a lot of empaths, if you've ever heard of the word empath, a lot of empaths are, they drink a lot, or they're into drugs, or they have some severe other kind of issue that they use to try and self-soothe, because as an empath, it's hard not to feel other people's energy or take other people's energy on, and this is a really amazing skill to be able to release that energy and then be able to walk throughout your day without holding on all that baggage. So the first couple times that you do this exercise and meditation, you may just be purging a lot of energy out, and that's super wonderful. And know that Mother Earth takes that energy, and if it's someone else's, say your mom's, your siblings, your lover, your animal, whatever it may be, that energy just goes back to them. She's just our energy recycling system. So we drop our grounding cord from our root chakra down into Mother Earth, plug it in there, we release everything, she takes it and recycles it and gives it back to where it belongs. So we love Mother Earth. She's super wonderful. Not only do we walk on her every day with our negative energy, which is like, 80-something% of our country, which is my mission to hopefully change that. But yes, so that is our thing with her. And then your other chakras, you have your second, third, fourth, fifth. These all, so this is the front of, like if this would be, front of the body. Here's back of the body. I don't know how that is for you guys, but so your chakras come out to the front of your channels and also out back. So your four chakras right here in the center, kind of from your, it's like right below your belly button, all the way up to your throat chakra right here. They come out front, so the front of your throat chakra is actually right here in this little divot, and then the back is actually right back here, where your spine and your skull kind of meet. So the throat chakra kind of sits at an angle here. And so they have a little chakra that opens up here, and you can open and close it and run it, your channel here and cleanse that chakra. And then also in the back, it opens and closes in order for you to clear out those pathways, as they are the pathways, from your body. So our heart chakra goes this way, your solar plexus, and your heart, solar plexus, and then your sacral is a little bit lower. So they sit like this on your body, and they open and close and open and close. Okay, now that we discussed that, so that's very important that we all talk about. And then, like I said, you have your root chakra down at the base of your spine. That chakra is the first chakra ever created. It is created while you were in utero. It also holds our survival instincts. It holds our survival instincts. It holds your fight or flight. It's our fear. It's kind of your parental baggage, kind of hangs out there. And it's also where we ground ourselves. So to feel really grounded, we sometimes need to do a lot of root chakra work. Your second is right below your belly button. It's called your sacral chakra. That is where all your sexual and emotional energy hits. And that normally goes to the front and then to the back, like I said. That is, more self-acceptance, sexual acceptance, any of your emotions. So as a kid, if you were taught no kissing, hugging, that stuff wasn't really important to you, or it was like negative, or that open sexuality was negative, or you just couldn't express emotions or couldn't cry, a lot of that's going to sit right in there. And they kind of feed off of each other. So it's like, you know, your root chakra is your parents, your second is your emotional and sexual energy. And I feel like those are things you really learn quickly on in your life. We learn emotions as babies. You know, babies only have emotions to show us. They can cry, they can laugh, they can be sleepy, they can be happy, whatever, you know, their little emotions are, we only know by their acts of the emotion, since they can't speak yet. So, and you have your third, it's your solar plexus right here in that like soft spot of your rib cage, like right underneath it in your tummy area. So when you get a gut feeling or you're sick to your stomach, it's normally both these chakras kind of working together. Your solar plexus is your willpower, your ego. This is where your career sits. Your personal power, your self-worth, all of that's kind of right here. So take notice to that. And it also comes out in the front and out the back. And then we have our heart chakra, which sits right here in the center of our chest, obviously. That is your love in general, love of everything. It's your love force. This is your love force field right here. And then we have our throat chakra that we just talked about. And your throat chakra is all of your communication. Your communication, it's also your telepathy. It's your clairaudience, sorry. That's where you hear. So you can hear sometimes, you know, if people hear voices or hear things, that is where this comes from. It also is your creative channels. So your throat chakra splits and comes down your arms and feeds your creative channels right out here of your palms. When I meditate, I always sit with my palms up. They can be relaxed by my side, but sometimes I sit with them actually up. And I love to put fountains out of my creative channels, and I love to use my creative channels in my meditation to cleanse my aura and things. So I love my creative channels. Obviously, I'm a hairdresser, and I do funky, weird, creative things like make unicorn horns. So I like to be creative and draw, and it's a good way to balance your throat chakra. So your throat chakra is very important. It also is connected to your thyroid. So if you have thyroid problems, I would maybe check out a throat chakra video, or maybe do some massive research on it, and know that your throat chakra is a ton. Communication is huge. Over communicating, under communicating, not expressing yourself. This is where we express ourselves. So it's very important, the throat chakra. Obviously, the third eye is your next chakra, which everyone I think knows about. Our third eye, I love mine, but we'll do a little exercise today in our mind's eye and opening and closing your third eye for the first time. And if it is your first time, be very gentle on yourself just by setting an intention, and seeing glimpses of anything is wonderful and beautiful. So as you exercise these things more, just like anything, you're not always good at everything when you first start. So just be gentle on yourself, and your third eye sees actually 360 degrees around you. So this is where your reading screen is. This is your clairvoyance. A lot of psychics use their third eye. That's what we are trained on, is your clairvoyance. Yeah, and that's just your total headspace. It's your mind's eye, your master control center, your pineal glands in there. And then we have obviously our beautiful, which is my number one connector, which is our crown chakra. And your crown chakra goes up, 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 and it connects you with the cosmos. It is your connection to your divine, to the collective conscious, to the life force, to, you know, the supreme being lives up there, if you would like to say God. It's a connector to angels, anything that resides above the third dimension, which is what we live in. And it's just your connector to the universe. And your clairvoyance is just your intuition and your guidance. So now that we kind of all know that, if everyone wants to just get seated real quick, and I'm going to actually turn this video off, and I'll have a follow-up. That was just our little intro so that you don't have to listen to me talk for 20 minutes to meditate every day. So I hope you guys enjoyed learning a little bit about energy and chakras. If you obviously have any more questions or want to do more in-depth learning, please just let me know. I am on Instagram as BadCad. I am on Facebook. My name is Katie Lee Sweet. So feel free to reach out. XOXO.